Hey everybody, so this is my discussion for week 6 crisis intervention. So our discussion question for this week was: critics of the disease concept of chemical dependency argue that it is actually disease with one's ability to cope and have enough discipline to stop abusing substances. Discuss whether you believe chemical dependency is truly a disease or a disease. So the first thing that I want to do is give you the definition of chemical dependency, which is chemical dependency is characterized by the physical body's dependence on the substance. So when it comes to discuss whether you believe chemical dependency is truly a disease or disease, I'm kind of in the middle, because when it comes to drugs and alcohol, I feel like in a lot of cases, that's not just you're not just born an alcoholic, you're not just born a drug addict. These are things that you may have started doing recreationally and then just got to the point where you couldn't stop, or you dealt with some type of trauma, or you were depressed and it helped ease the pain, felt like a good way of coping, which it definitely is not. When it comes to chemical dependency, I wouldn't say chemical dependency is a disease. I would say that chemical dependency is something that comes from the disease of being a drug addict or being an alcoholic, because chemical dependency is basically something that is in your brain, if that makes sense. So say for example, if you're a substance abuser, like say if you're addicted to cocaine or alcohol, either one, once you put so much of something in your system and it becomes like a regular thing for you, like this is every day, all day, something it messes with your brain to the point where you do become dependent on it, and there's something in your brain telling you, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. It comes from you doing this every single day. It's something that you're used to. It's something that your body is used to. I'm not going to say that chemical dependency is a disease. I'm going to say it is something that comes from a disease, such as being a substance abuser, because when you're born, you're already born with all of these things in your brain that are made to work a certain way. And then it's kind of like, what am I trying to say? Oh, I had this in my head. It's kind of like, let me just rephrase that whole thing. When you're born, your brain is trained to act a certain way from what you do in your everyday life. So if you start putting drugs in your system at a certain age, and it's something that you rely on to keep you like as a coping mechanism, anything like that, or alcohol, your brain is automatically going to go to, okay, this is what I'm supposed to get every day. This is something that we're supposed to do every day. So like when you go through rehab or withdrawals, that's why I think you have so many symptoms, because your brain, you're trying to get your brain and your body off of something that you've been doing for so long. So then again, I'm going to say my final answer is chemical dependency is not a disease. It's just something that comes from a disease. But that's all I have for this discussion.